With me on the line now is Capital Network's healthcare analyst, Riccardo Lovi, to talk through Redxaudio. Riccardo, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you.
Give us an outline here of Redxaudio, Riccardo, to start with. Tell me a little bit more about what they do.
So Redxaudio is a drug discovery and development company that are focused on two key therapeutic areas of cancer and immunology. Fundamentally, they work on the discovery and development of drug candidates from the test tube and then bringing them through all the development phases of preclinical and then hopefully clinical development. So the reason why this is a particularly exciting time for the company is that they're moving their two lead candidates into the clinical stage. This is the first time they're moving drug candidates into human trials. So we're talking about RXC004 and RXC005 entering phase 1 clinical trials during 2017. And we believe that both those candidates will have blockbuster potential of achieving over 1.5–2 billion peak sales.
Riccardo, let's talk about those two main candidates in turn. What do you make of their porcupine inhibitor program, their key candidate? How big's the market, the potential market there, do you reckon?
So RXC004, it's a porcupine inhibitor working on the WNT pathway, which is a molecular path involved in the development of solid cancers. And initially, Redxaudio will target gastric, bile duct, and pancreatic cancer. In all the three cases, there's a strong unmet need because currently the survival rates for those cancers are fairly poor. Just to give you an example, the 5-year survival for pancreatic cancer is only 8% and is 30% for gastric cancer. So the Redx porcupine inhibitor demonstrated a strong efficacy in preclinical animal models, both as a standalone therapy and in combination with a PD-1 immuno-oncology therapy. So looking at the addressable population, we believe that Redx porcupine inhibitor RXC004 could achieve potential peak sales in excess of $1.5 billion.
And their second key asset, that's of course the BTK inhibitor for blood cancer. What's the scale of opportunity there, Riccardo?
So Redxaudio is developing a reversible BTK inhibitor, which is targeting the large market for B-cell blood cancers and, for example, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, which is the first indication of a marketed drug called ibrutinib. And most analysts forecast for ibrutinib peak sales in excess of $8 billion because this is a quite large opportunity in terms of patients suffering from this disease. We believe that Redxaudio reversible BTK inhibitor will actually could be better in terms of efficacy and side effect profile compared to ibrutinib, and it already has shown in preclinical models a statistically significant efficacy in CLL. So for these drug candidates, we expect that even a 20% market share of this very large market could equate to peak sales in excess of $2 billion.
So two exciting drug candidates there. In terms of the outlook for Redxaudio, what's your view? What are the main things to look out for from them in the coming months, Riccardo?
So focusing on the two key assets we briefly discussed, I would say that for the porcupine inhibitor, we expect to see an IND filing in the first half of this year, and so we could already see the first safety data from the phase 1 study before year-end, and then the efficacy data from 3 expansion arms should become available in the course of 2018. For the BTK inhibitor Redxaudio in CLL, we would expect to see an IND filing before year-end, so safety data should be available then in 2018, and efficacy data in 2019. Also, as we said, Redx Pharma is keeping funding a discovery project, so we would expect the announcement of an additional development candidate before the end of 2017.
Very good, Riccardo. Capital Network's healthcare analyst Riccardo Lovi there talking through Redx Pharma.